liking this pattern, but I'm orbiting.
Yeah, nice. Another button was fancy.
Why don't we go on to the next day so we don't have to wait to dig? We'll just go there now.
Yeah.
We won't have to wait days, so.
That's the thing to do.
Why don't you give us the countdown, snap, whatever is going to take us.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Go, go, go. All right, we're out here and we're trying to find some surface finds. The only thing we could find was a wall find. I'll show you. Nothing on the ground. Hey, strike a pose. That's not a wall find. It's made out of metal.
It's in there good.
It's in there wicked good. I wonder what the kickback is like.
Broken collarbone, that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is the actual start of this episode.
Oh, okay, good.
Not when we started earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we back up there for a minute?
We're going to back up to the beginning of the day, and this is just the start of the next day, which will continue on in this episode, because today's been weird.
Very weird. I haven't had a 3-coin day in a long time.
So let's go back a few hours ago when we first got here. Here we are. Well, this is one of those situations. We just got to the location.
2 steps in.
I turned my machine on 75, you know, that happens. And I just dug this thing. So this is my culture and...
Looks like a brooch of some type.
What is it made out of?
It's heavy for its weight.
Is it lead?
Gosh, you would think, but I don't know. It's got definitely a silver coating on it.
Okay, so that was beautiful. Right out of the gate, I dig a target. He goes orbiting.
Well, of course, we're at this, down here is an old colonial home site. It's been, as you can tell, logged. But I got my first coin of the day. Not very low, nice reading. It's a clad dime. All right, my second coin of the day. 1983 Rosie. All right, my third coin of the day. I'm not liking this pattern. Another Rosie. This is a 1988.
I actually went up the road. I walked all the way to the end, 45 minutes up and back.
Yeah.
I came back after all that, thought I had a coin signal. The other side is littered with spent rounds and trash. Came back over here to the barn side, which seems to be cleaner. This is where Keebs is orbiting. Dug a button. A dismembered spoon. And I just got this signal. The fact that it's ringing up 78, 79 is a bit interesting. Typically copper coins are going to be 80 to 85. That's it. So whatever that was. So after all that, after all the walking, the driving, the orbiting, the trash across the road, classic. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna film for the rest of the day. I'll just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened?
You should have filmed.
I cleaned up. First of all, did you film out on the orbit?
Yeah.
Let's watch some of that now, and then we'll come back and I'll show you.
Read 'em and weep.
I'll show you what happens when you decide. It's like the forget about it, try it now, or I'm gonna head back to the truck.
Yep.
So let's go do that.
Well, with rain comes mosquitoes, and they're pretty bad out today. But I'm orbiting. And what I always like to find when I'm orbiting are these humongous rock piles. A lot of time went into that. And I always find interesting things. I'll show you. What I got is a piece of an old stove. Old tin cup. Yeah. Alright. And that guy.
Beautiful. So, you know, I got your classic,
There we are.
you know, dinnerware knife blade. Now, where we're standing is a barn. As I said before, across the street was just nasty. So I dug a couple targets, and I figured that this right here was the strong side, so I started gridding, going slow. I found in my bed, I got a lantern part, I got other things, some stuff. First of all, dug one of these, like from across the river.
Yeah.
And I dug a tomback button. And I dug this really fancy dandy button.
Wow.
Just wait, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I dug another one of those with shank, fancy dandy buttons. Sleeve button.
Yeah.
Got regular button.
Jeez.
Cleaning up at the barn, which usually doesn't happen. A thing. Now, you ready for this?
Dang.
This is probably the coolest dandy button I've ever dug.
Yeah.
And probably one of the coolest ones we've ever seen. We had your spiral graph one there that was just like, whoa.
Yeah. For you to say that, it's got to be something else. What? What? Wow.
I brushed the dirt off and I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually cut through.
It's so gay.
Well, they had a renaissance of that in the 1800s, didn't they?
I guess. Is there anything in the middle?
Yeah, it's a flower. So then I got, you know, I have like a bunch of big targets and stuff, and that's all been, that's all been right here.
Yeah.
All I've been doing is gridding this because we have the barn, and then there's this little flat section that runs around the barn, and then the land just goes zoom, down to that cow lane and stuff. So yeah, I should have filmed more today, but we'll be filming tomorrow, which you're gonna watch right now. So stay tuned, enjoy, and let's see what happens.
That's insane.
All right, we're in a section of town, one of the earliest abandoned sections in town. And I myself have not been up here for, God, 3 seasons. Last time I was up here was with Thunder Chief. And so this time around, fresh eyes, more experience. Here we go, let's see what happens. All right, so we're on ground. For those of you who are new to the channel and don't know, we work with the local historical society very closely to recover artifacts from home sites in town for display in the museum. This site I had been to when I first came in here, you know, as usual, you walk up to the footprint of a cellar hole. It's just disgusting with signals. I was never able to get a target out of this site, except for a spoon bowl, of course. So I just dug my culture right in the lip, and I can now say that I have dug an artifact at this site. 1/2 of scissors. You got a button? Fantastic. Jen just got a button. We are off to a good start. Now I'm gonna have stuff to display in the museum for this site. Awesome, let's go check in with her. Oh, beautiful, look at that. So is it tomback? That is broken like that? Nice, I was just telling them that with the exception of the spoon bowl that somebody left here, we've had nothing to display for this home site.
Now we do.
Yeah, good job.
Me too.
All right, so I'm scouring the lip back and forth. There's plenty of signals here. We get to a site, if there's no signals, you know, meaning anything desirable to be dug, it kind of makes you think somebody's emptied the place. Well, there's plenty of like 22 casings, bottle caps, things that should be dug. Got me a 61 signal and I finally did it. I finally got a button out of this place. Nice, with shank. That's awesome. With shankage. I ain't never seen this shape before.
Let me see your pretties.
Look at that. All right, So Keebs has returned, and part of the orbit report, obviously, we want to know if we found anything, but if you didn't find anything, I'm curious about the location because I've never gone beyond, you know, 60 feet of the hole as usual, so.
Well, right over here was the barn, I guess.
Yep.
There's a cow path down through, follow that down to a magnificent, big wall that goes around like so, with grand openings in it and everything. Looks nice, but nothing but shotgun shells, mosquitoes, and nails.
Oh, nice. Pewter spoon bowl. Excellent addition for the museum. And the complimentary spoon toss. Perfect. Show them what you just dug out of the lip. It's a scythe blade handle. The round part would go on the shaft. The thin part would actually hold the handle. And it was under all that yumminess. Look at this, like a flattened out button. Like literally the whole thing looks like it was smushed. Almost pushed through the other side. Yeah.
Look at that guy hanging out. All in there by his lonesome. I saw him come out of the tree. There he goes.
All right, doing really good in the lip here. And we got another button.
Baby, turn back, and it's gonna shake, I see.
Very nice. What's interesting though, is that signal was very, very low. I thought I was gonna dig up a big chunk of iron. I heard the signal. Oh, you got a button.
Oh.
You do. You can see where the shank was. Oh, so I just went and dug a few more nails, the lip. Guess who got another desirable target?
That would be me. That is beautiful.
There it is.
Look at that. Another button was fancy.
Well, sorry for not filming the signals, but we only have a couple hours, and we just want to show you what a revisit several years later can produce. Look at that baby spoon. Toss number 2. Perfect. That is so cool. Look how mangled that is. So, that was a good dig yesterday, me, you, and Ninjen.
Yeah.
So we're here in the shack. We're going to open up a package, take a break from, you know, all that crazy busy activity hiking around miles around Saskatchewan. This is from Cliff, Tinman, out in Colorado.
Ready?
Yeah. The interesting thing is, in the continuum, I'm not sure if Cliff has been here yet. He's probably already, I don't know. You've gotta be forking kidding me.
What the fork?
I'm holding the forking gift.
Let me see that forking thing. I don't forking believe it.
Ready? Run and catch this.
No.
Oh man. Cliff, that is awesome. The elusive fork. These things are not as easy to come by.
No.
I've needed a cigar holder actually.
Good.
That's great. Oh, thanks for holding that for me. Well, thanks, Cliff. I mean, should we put it with the spoon?
Yeah.
I say we toss it, but I want you to try and, like, you catch it.
But let's see how it's balanced. It's more heavy on that side, so it's just going to falter in its flight.
Thanks, buddy. I'm going to have dinner. See y'all later. I'm gonna go get a big chunk of steak with this baby. Well, we're gonna have to interrupt this episode again to the day where I wasn't gonna film because I just got another signal. Let's see what it is, and then we'll see what happens, and then we'll continue on. This is like a multi-day continuum situation. Whoa. Wow. All right, we're gonna stay here in this timeline, and I will film the next signal again because I should have started filming when I started digging today. So, on to the next one. All right, well, I literally walked that many feet over in a very loud and obnoxious signal, and I barely even split the ground open here. Unbelievable. Look at that. With shank. Wow. This is turning out to be one of the best barn sites we've ever dug. Ooh, that's got fancy in the middle. I can see it in the sunlight. I don't know if I've ever dug so many dandies in one day. Fantastic. Well, Keebs went back to Kit for a few minutes. I was hoping he was going to return here because this is unreal. Not too often you find a barn site that has this many, you know, relics of buttons and stuff, because it's usually farm stuff, big iron and barn things, stuff that, other this and more.
Well, I'm going to have to keep digging, but it's got to be good because it's under a root. Good signals always are under roots. And it's a high ringer too, so it's hard to say what it is. Well, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's all part of a sketching. It's all broken apart, all these little pieces. Dang.
Oh, wow. Keebs, I just dug another crazy button. Wow. That. With shank. That was a 62, and literally, I would have sworn it was a shotgun shell. It was so loud. And as you saw, it wasn't very deep under the surface.
Well, I have been surprised all day long. But that is a good signal. And I'll dig it. Yeah, and what would it be without a day without one of these guys? Yeah. Alright, everybody say it with me. C, R. Yep.
Alright. 2 minutes later, and yet another good signal. Yeah. Mashed over shank. I swear these people were using buttons as currency in Saskatchewan. As you've seen before in the past, the amount of buttons but lack of coins. There was just no currency going on around up here. All right, I just dug that button on that side of the tree, and I came around to this side of the tree, and guess what I just dug? Yeah, I think you're right. Look at that. That's something sandwiched. Oh yeah, there. Cymbal? Hi-hat? Oh, Look at that. A two-piece button. Wow, again with the fancy. Let me brush that up, see what it looks like. It's like the good old days of Saskatchewan with all the buttons. As you can imagine, we've cleaned up these places pretty good, but gotta keep going back. Oh man, look at that thing. Well, there you have it. Another super fancy button. That's an old two-piece. That's not mid-1800s more than likely. They did do colonial era two-piece buttons. Well, let me swing around the tree some more, huh? Wow. Another button. It's actually the second one of these I've dug. Definitely made to serve a purpose. Very loud. It's like a little plate. I just walked out of the woods and it's much earlier out here.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in there, you can see.
Where'd you go when you left me?
Way down to that back wall and all the way around.
Wow.
Nothing.
I think I got them all.
Let's hope. You did get that other fancy, you said.
I tried leaving several times and tripped over a button every time.
Is it a record?
I don't know, I didn't count. Probably not.
Read 'em and weep.
Now where were those?
In the ground. One was in that square, one was in this square, and one was up on the top square.
You got all the hidden, you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ring, ring!
Johnny B, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good.
Nice, what do we got?
Ring, ring, literally.
Literally a ring ring.
Literally. For Keebler.
For Keebs?
Keebs.
Who's that from?
Xander.
Oh.
Xander.
Xander sends good stuff. All right, well, he's down in the basement. His crystals are not looking good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, tarnished.
Oh, I hate that.
So
well,
down.
you know, you get a little older, your crystals don't work.
No.
Yeah.
Take a lot more polishing to get them to go.
A lot.
So, all right, well, I'll go dump this on him down in the basement, and we'll dig soon?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Thank you. All right.
This is from Xander to Keebs.
Okay. Package from Xander to Keebs.
Okay, make sure it gets there.
Great.
Package from Xander to Keebs.
Keebs!
Ring, ring. Now, call.
Oh, Donnie Bailey!
The Space-Time Continuum Express
I think
Company.
he's Santa Claus.
Oh!
Whoa!
Is this a snow cone maker?
No.
Jeez, I hope it didn't break.
That's a new fixture for the shack.
Whoa! Unbelievable! I thought so too, but probably like that. Ah.
We're gonna have to put the special line on that one.
Yeah, to Commissioner Gordon. Well, thanks. Oh, wow, that's a massive close-up here.
Thanks, Xander. Keebs is probably the only one that has a landline still. So.
Yep. Lower? Lower, a little lower. Por favor. Oh. This had my heart stopped.
That?
No, that. I was like, whoa, it's gold!
So Bob's going through his bin here, and this is a prime example as to why we like to do cellar holes. Because this is what we found at the beach.
Not this stuff.
We just landed in the Continuum, and look who's here. What's up, Curbinator?
What's going on? Long time no see.
And obviously,
Bonjour! Comment ça va?
not only that,
A little section off the back, it looks like a little scalloped edge on it.
Faceless George is with us again today.
Oh, boy!
Oh my God! Keeps, you down there, right? That package came in. No, those are still on back order. The one from Shackleton's expedition. Yeah. You want me to send it down? Alright, I'm gonna go open it and I'll send it your way, so be ready. Well, stay young, always keep them guessing, and I don't know if I can watch. You ready, Keeps? Bombs away! Lou. Double take.
Thank you for calling the Elf Hotline. Yes. If I could have your credit card, please. All right. All right, thank you. Ready? Yes, I'm wearing silk. Yes. I'll take it off slowly. Do you have another credit card number I could take too?
All right, well, he's down in the basement. His crystals are not looking good.
Oh, man.
So he's
Well,
down.
you know, you get a little older, your crystals don't work.
No,
Yeah.
it'll take a lot more polishing to get him to go.
A lot.
Yeah.